what up, Spam Fam? Don't look at me like that. Dog's giving me the side eye then when I did that. Now, as you saw, we completed this sketchbook. Sketchbook tour was the previous whatever Wednesday. Now, I've had 3 sketchbooks like this with the spiral bound spine, but I couldn't find one this time. Like, they seem to have all disappeared from the world. But a theme I have with my sketchbooks, Ace is always on the front, and I keep this sort of colour scheme. I don't know why, it was just, it started and then it stuck. So green, pink, yellow, blue. They're either all included on the front cover or they're on the covers. But this is the new sketchbook. It's actually a book, and it's bound and everything, and it got a little damaged in the post, but sure. It's thick. I think it was 110 pages, something like that. The paper quality inside apparently is like, it's less quality than my spiral bound one, but not by much, so I'm hoping not that much difference. But the potential for this on the inside, I'm excited and nervous. It's almost a match for this green. So today, if you haven't seen, we are painting on my new sketchbook cover. I had 2 ideas for this. I'm scared, I'm nervous, because I loved the other sketchbook so much. I love him. He, the best sketchbook cover, I think, apart from Tyler. I do like Tyler's one. But I don't know whether I'm going to be able to outdo it, honestly. But this was sketchbook number 10, and this is going to be 12. The A5 ones are odd numbers, the A4 ones are even. I can't believe I'm on sketchbook 12 already. But I'm excited. I have 2 ideas, and I don't know which one's going to go on the front cover. So I have prepped the book. I have covered the spine because that is going to be a different colour. And I've protected the inside and the back. Honestly, I love the colour of this so much, I might keep the spine and the back cover the original colour and just paint the front. But getting ahead of ourselves here, we're going to gesso. We've gessoed it. It's dried. I've done a couple of coats. That paint is on my hand, not on... It's dry. I made a mess. Okay, I always do. Now we get to the drawing. I've decided which one is going on the front, I think. How confident am I in drawing this and making it look good? Not very. Now, as I said, it is going to be Ace. He stays. I had probably 8 different ideas for this cover. One of which included spam, but unfortunately I didn't go for that idea. It was spam squeezing Ace and him being sort of like bleh, with his mouth open and stuff like that, but it was too much. I wanted bigger and more fun. Then I had the idea of going all sort of like special edition type thing for this one. where I was going to do a nice peaceful sort of zen thing for Ace, and then doing sort of like a Diane Black style. Decided against that because I didn't want it to be out of sync with the rest of them. But I had so many ideas, it was hard to decide, but I did land on this one, which is Artist Ace, which felt fitting. He quit his royal duties to pursue his art passions. So, like I say, I boiled it down to 2 ideas. The second idea I'm actually going to do on the inside cover. I don't normally do that, but the inside page called to me, and the second idea fit on there so perfectly, it just felt right. So this is what I landed on. We have a more... I don't know what the word is. Like, cohesive? Instead of it being like the last one where the sketchbook 10 was above his head, he's actually painted it on there. So they're sort of working together rather than separated. Now, for this one, I pulled all the colours onto the front cover because in my mind I was still toying with the whole, I really like the original colour, so I kind of wanted to keep it instead of painting all the other colours. So I decided that the background is going to be blue. It's going to make all the other colours pop more. But I had to alter it just slightly just to make it a little bit more like the other blue from the sketchbooks. I still think it's a little dark. But that's the background done. I've done a couple of coats there. We're going to go in and do a second coat on the rest of it. he isn't like Van Gogh where he lost an ear. Ace hasn't lost an eye. He's winking or squinting type thing. And I would like to say, how big is his ear? His ear is huge, but I can't tell whether it's just huge because the angle's different, or whether it's because the other one's not there, which makes it stand out even more. I can't tell anymore. I stared at that ear for so long, I couldn't figure it out. I'm going in now with a light white brush to soften the edges to make it look more like fur. Adding some little highlights to his fur. Just trying to give it a bit more texture instead of just normal flat cartoon style. I'm trying to grow here. I don't know whether it's working or not, but I'm trying to grow as an artist. Who am I kidding? I just can't decide on the first texture, but we're going to let this dry. Oh my god, there is paint on my desk. There is paint everywhere. It's paint all over my hands. There's paint. Yeah, paint. Fix it. Black paint as well. Fix it. Oh, it's all on the bottom of my paint palette. And now it's on the side of my desk and it's on my hands. It's everywhere. I've made a mess here. Alright, let's get cleaning then. Don't touch the sketchbook. Don't touch it. Okay, so that's dry. I'm now going to go in with my paint markers, something that I didn't have last time I did the sketchbook cover. So hopefully this will make a big difference if I can get them to work. They don't seem to work with my paint, which is really stupid because they're the same brand. Paint pens are the same brand as the paint that I use. Someone explain that logic to me. So it's starting to come to life a little bit now. The pens were giving me some jip. But I'm more stubborn than the pens, so I got them working. So I decided that I would add the dark undershadow and then sort of have it dissolve out with a bit of stippling, just to give it a bit more texture, but I'm not 100% if I like it or not. It just felt like the background was lacking something, and a shadow on Ace wasn't making much sense because obviously, hello, he's black or dark grey. And the shadow wasn't really showing. And then once I did it on Ace, I had to do it on the rest of it because it just didn't make sense. Adding some juiciness to the text and whatever. I had the background still lacking something. I think we still need to add something, but we're going to let that dry and come back to it, I think. I added a few little doodles and bits and bobs here. I definitely don't think it beats the old one, that's for sure. So I was originally going to do the spine and leave the back. But once I took this tape off, the green really worked. But let me know what you think of the cover. I don't think it is as good as the last one. Maybe I should have gone with the other idea, which you'll see shortly. Oh, satisfying moment. Peel that tape, peel that tape. Hopefully it doesn't rip everything off, otherwise I might cry. It's one thing I noticed as well, like I painted the cover and it bowed a little bit. Are we ready for the peel? Everyone pray to the art gods that it doesn't peel my paint off the cover, because I will cry. And it hasn't leaked underneath. Oh, we're so close. Oh, that was satisfying. Yes. You see what I mean? It just kind of fits the green. Because obviously we got the green there on the 12 and his hat. It kind of all ties together. Yellow, it would have looked odd. The pink might have worked, but again would have taken away from the sketchbook and the little paint. I think we'll stick with green and I will stick with the original. Plus, if I paint the spine, it probably will crack and get damaged and all of that. I do like it. I don't. I was so fond of the last one. I just don't think that it's possible to beat it. Now, I don't normally do the inside page of my A4 sketchbooks, but this one's just calling to me, and I feel like it needs to be done. So we're going to do the inside page today as well. And this idea was the second idea that was being batted around for the front cover. This is all Mod Podge now, so that we can work on the inside and not worry about it getting damaged or scratched. I think it was like 3 or 4 coats, just to be 100%. I think it's definitely the right call for the spine and the back cover. It feels odd though, because I feel like I've done half a job. But I like the texture, the feeling of it. It feels nice. First boop. Boop. Yay! Okay, let's get started on this inside page, shall we? So we have all this space. And now we have this bound sketchbook, and I don't have that metal spine. I'm hoping that I can do like A3 pieces. So I'm going to start off with an A3 piece on the inside. I don't think it's quite A3, but you will see why the front cover was chosen as it was chosen, because this would have been hard to do on just the front cover. Plus, with how long it took me to finish the last sketchbook, if this was my front cover, I mean, I would have found it funny, but I don't know how you guys would have felt about it, staring at it each time that I bought it out. I don't know whether you'll be able to see where I'm going with this, but get it. It was a very hard position. I've never drawn ace in this position before. Need some tweaking. Okay. This was going to be the front cover. Okay. Ace's butthole was going to be the cover. Oh, here it is completed. I messed up on the lettering and all of that. But every time I say it now, but Ace's butthole was going to be on the front, basically. That pose was going to be the front cover. But as you can see, it would have been very difficult and very cramped, and that was the final decider for me. When I saw this page, I was like, yep, that was designed for Ace's butthole. I liked the pose. I don't know about the neck situation there, but this says let the weirdness begin, and I think the pose says it all. Plus, if we'd put Ace's butthole on the cover, do we boop the nose or the butt? Let me know what you think down below. Would you have put Ace's butt on the cover? I'm intrigued to know. Would you have liked Ace's butt on the cover, or are you satisfied with artist Ace? Let me know what you think down below. While you're there, please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And let the weirdness begin. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.